Okay, so as you can see on the screen, we have what they call the Gestalt principle in product design, and is relating to what we have in our course outline. We have similarity, we have yeah, proximity, and the rest. So this is what it's about, is the Gestalt principle, and we are going to learn that. I'll actually give you the file, so we'll just go over it. And so what is the Gestalt principle or theory? Okay, the Gestalt theory is the theory of visual perception. That is how we see things with our eye, and how the brain interprets it, or how the brain pieces it together or puts it together. So, Gestalt in the German language means shape or means form. So, the theory states that an organized whole is not the same as the sum of its parts. Okay. An example, let me give you an example of something like that. So, so imagine we have this. I'm coming, let me draw some circles. So just hold on. I just want to give you an example. Okay, so you have this, then you still have this. Okay, so look at the screen very well. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Oh, okay. All right. Let me. Okay. If you can see my Figma screen, tell me. Can you see my Figma screen? That's what I wanted you to see before. Okay, good. So now, that Gestalt principle, it states that an object that is whole is different from when this object is being separated. Okay. Yeah, it says an organized whole is not the same as the sum of its parts. This is what it simply means. Okay, you know, I like to explain things for you guys. You can see this whole thing now. You can see all these small small boxes. You can see that they look together, they look grouped, they look like it's one. But when you separate them, when you bring them out, when you bring them out, they don't look like they're whole. This is different. This is different from this. This whole thing here is different from this one, but they came from this particular one. So that is what the Gestalt principle is talking about. Do you understand? Do you understand? Did we understand that explanation? Okay, you don't. Okay. Okay, the Gestalt principle here says, let's check it again. It says the an organized whole is not the same as the sum of its parts. Okay, an organized whole is not the same as the sum of its parts. So what it's trying to say is this. Let me delete this now. Let me delete all this because when I was drawing it, you guys were not seeing it. So let me go ahead and delete all this, all this. So now this looks whole. This is like, let's just say this is a vector or this is a particular image, okay? Now we want to separate this image into different parts. This image is whole, but those different parts is not the same thing as this whole image. That is what the principle is talking about. That is what the principle is talking about. Now let me show you. Control D this, then bring it out. You can see these are the parts of this particular image, and it is not the same thing as this. You can't say this image is the same thing with this one. You can't say that. This looks whole, but these parts, the parts, they look different. When they are different, when they are placed differently, okay, it's not the same thing. So do we understand it now? Do we understand it now? Okay. I'm happy you understood it. Okay, so let's continue with that. Let's continue with that. Supposed to waste time here. So the Gestalt principle or theory has different elements. The first of which is proximity, then similarity, continuity, closure, figure and ground, then pragnance. Pragnance. So we are going to see the definition of all this. We're going to understand all of them. Okay, when it talks about proximity, it says that objects that are grouped together according to their distance from one another, they look the same. Okay, like if you look at this example here, you see that in the example, the items close to each other. Look this part. Look at this part. Can you see it? Look at this part where you have this part my cursor is pointing to. You can see you have them looking like it's grouped together. It's looking like it's grouped together. You can easily identify that, okay, oh, these two they are together. These two they are together because the spacing between them is not much. But when you look at this one here, the spacing here is much. So you think that they are separate, they are elements of their own thing. Okay, that is what this principle is talking about. So items that are close together appear to be more related than items that are spaced apart. That is what the law of proximity states. Then the law of similarity, it states that objects perceived by the users as similar are grouped together. If you look here, you see all the colors, you have all the colors grouped together, the same color. This is the, I think, color red is all grouped together. You see the color orange is grouped together. You cannot see in this line of color orange a color green is coming in. Okay, so in your eye or the way you perceive it, you say, okay, all these things here they are similar. That is why they are together. Okay, so that is what this similarity is talking about. Then for the one of continuity, we are more likely to see continuous and smooth flowing lines rather than a broken line. When you make a design, or let's say you have lines, you're more likely to make out the line from a straight line from it than when the line is not straight. Who is not muted? Abeg? Who is that? Mute yourself. Oh, good. All right. So if you look here now, you see this dashboard, reports, user, and calendar. You can see they are all in the same line. They are all in the same line, it's easy for us to make it or perceive that they are all in line. But when they are not in line, when they are looking jagged and everything, you know that okay, these things are not following, they are not together, they are not smooth, or they are not flowing. Okay, that is what the continuity means. All these laws will actually help you in your design. All these laws will help you in your design. You don't need to cram it, you just need to understand the concept. Then for the law of closure, says when you see an image that has missing parts, your brain will fill in the blanks and make a complete image that will help you recognize the pattern. Like this one here now, when you look at it, your head will just tell you that this is circle. This is circle. Your head will actually piece out this part, put it there, piece this part, put it there, this, and the rest. This one, you know, this is a rectangle. So that is what the object, the law of closure is talking about. Okay, it's not something really complex for you to start thinking much about it. Then the law of figure and ground, okay, it states that we can easily distinguish an object, which is actually the figure, from the background, which is the ground. We can easily differentiate it. For example, look at this image now. This image you're seeing, what are you seeing in this image? Can somebody tell me? What are you seeing in the image? Okay, I think I've removed it. Can you see the image? Tell me what you're seeing. I want to see your answers in the comment section. What are you seeing in this thing? When you see it first, what do you see? Someone said black. Cup, a verse, yes. Obadiah, thank you very much. You can see a verse, okay? When you look at it very well, you see a verse. You see a verse. That verse is actually the object, okay? Then if you look closely, you see two human faces. You see two human faces, which is the background. Have you seen it? If you've seen it, say yes, I've seen it. Have you seen it? I'm sure I'm not the only one seeing it. So let me, okay. Okay. Yeah. So this is what the law of object and ground is talking about. You can easily distinguish the particular object of that design from the background. Is easy because when you perceive it, you see it. Then the law of pragnaz, okay, it states that sometimes it's also sometimes referred to as the law of good figure or the law of simplicity. So when you're presented with a big or complex image, your brain will actually try to make that image or that design, cut it into pieces so that you can understand it. Just like we're seeing in the image here, we're presented with a triangle, sorry, a rectangle and a circle together. So your brain will actually try to piece it out, cut it into pieces for you to be able to understand how they got that particular shape or how they got that particular thing. What this law of pragnance, I usually apply it in for example, maybe logo design. Okay, I look at the logo and look at it very well, try to bring out okay, what and what did they place together to get this particular shape. Okay, that is where you apply the law of pragnance. Or maybe you look at a particular website and you see different designs there. Okay, you'll be like, okay, I think they placed a particular box here and added an image inside that box, then placed another box on top of it and maybe wrote something on top. So all those things you have to just piece it out together so that you could understand it. That is what the law of pragnance states. So these are all the laws. I'll send you the material so that you can easily understand it. Okay. So now let's go to the main agenda for today. Your network is bad. Sorry, there. You would have the recording. You have the recording, so you have nothing to worry about. Let me check if it's still recording. Okay. So yeah, so let's go ahead and make and install. We have to install some things on Figma. We have to install some plugins on Figma, and we also have to download some fonts. So I'll be showing you how to do that and how to go ahead and install it. It's not going to be hard. So today's class is not something that will scatter your head, because your wireframe is already scattering your head. So it's next week that I will scatter your people's head. So be ready. Prepare your heads. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead. Open your Figma, everybody. Open your Figma. Open any tab, any of your working space. Maybe your wireframe working space. Just open it. Open it. I already have a working space here. So yeah. Then I'm going to be showing you how to install plugins. Okay. So when you check here, you see this place here. You see resources. Are you seeing it? Are you seeing it? Please type in the chat box. Let me know you're all following. Are you seeing this place my cursor is pointing to? Resources. Okay, good. Now click on resources and you can see components, plugins, and widgets. I'll teach you how to use component later on as the class goes ahead. But today we'll be learning plugins. So you click on plugins, you can see all my installed plugins are here. They are showing. All the installed plugins I have are showing. Okay. So let's say I want to install a plugin, a particular plugin. You will have to actually know the name of the plugin you want to install and type it. So all of you go ahead and type matter color. Go ahead and type matter color. I already have it installed here, but just go ahead and type it. Matter, matter. So when you type it, it actually comes out. It comes out like this. It's already installed. That's why mine is coming like this and it's showing run. But let's say it comes out. Just click on it. I'm clicking on this one now. I don't want to. So that will show you how to install it. Okay, let me click on this map maker. I click on it. You click on it, and this is what will come out. This is what will come out. So if this comes out, you come here, see these three dotted lines here, this three line here. You click on it and it shows you save, and you click save and it is installed for you. Okay, it is installed for you. If you want to run it, if you want to know how it works, you come here, you click run. Okay, let's say we want to run that matter color. Mine is already installed. So if you did it now, yours should be installed already. So go ahead and click run if it is installed already. Let's see how it works. So I click on run and it's loading. Are we following? Are we following? Hello people. My fine people. Are we all following? Good. Nice. Alright. I'm proud of you all. Where are other people? You people should be active in this chat box. It's not only some set of people that we type in. Other people, are we following? Are we with our systems? Are we there together? Let's know. Alright, so let's go ahead and run it. Okay, see, mine is out. It came out, so yours should come out like this. It should come out like this. Then you go ahead and type a color code. Remember, I told you that you can always go online and search for color. So let me go online and let's say I want color code for orange. I'll go ahead and type color code for orange and it will come out. When it comes out, copy the color code and paste there. Okay, so we have different color code for orange, different shade. Let's say I want this first one. I copy, Ctrl C, and I go back to my Figma and I come here, double tap. When you double tap, Control V, you paste it. Remember, color code always starts with a hashtag. So just one hashtag. So this is the color I want to generate color codes for it. One thing with matter color is that it actually names your color for you. Okay, so it names your color. Like, see here now, it gives you primary, it gives you complementary. Remember, we did primary, complementary, tertiary, and the rest when we're doing colors. Yeah, so it does that for you. So let's click on make accent and make paint style. Then go ahead and click create palette, and it creates your palette for you immediately. Okay, so you can see it here. You can go ahead and group it, Control G, so that you can move it easily. Control G so that you can move it easily. Okay, so this is my color. Let me bring it up here. You can see I have other colors too that I'm working with on this particular project. See other colors I'm working with on this particular project. So that is how matter color works. If you look at the layer panel, come here, let's open it here. You see it has all the names for your color and the shade 50, 100, 200, and the rest. Okay, then how do you work with this particular matter color? How do you work with it? Matter color actually creates style for you. It creates styles for you. We're going to be learning what styles and components are as we go on, and how to create them for your particular design. For example now, okay, this particular this particular project I'm working on, their color is actually purple. Okay, their color is purple. So I this is my color palette. This particular purple here is my color palette. So let's say I want to color a particular thing. I want to give it color. I click on it. When I click on it, I come to the fill. I won't click on fill. I will click on this box here that looks like dashboard. It brings out style. It's saying style. When I click on it, I'll click on it. It brings out all the colors for me. Sure, you can see it there. It brings out all the colors that is the style for this particular this thing. See what it says. It says dark. Here it says light. This is the one we just generated. Then this one says my cool palette. You can see them. All the colors you generate will come out here for you. You just go ahead and click any one that you want. Okay, let's say I want this orange, and boom, it's colored. Okay. Do we understand that? Do we understand that? Do we understand? Where are other people? Okay, yes. I'm okay. I'm happy that you're understanding it. I think network is disturbing some other people. But I'm glad you guys are here. So at least now you know how to generate your color. You don't have to stress yourself. Obadiah, it is very simple. You click on matter color in your plugins. When you click on matter color, click on run. When you click on run, go online and search any color code you want. Copy the color code, paste in matter color, and it generates the palette for you. Sorry, your network is disturbing you. You can always watch the video. Let's move ahead, please. Other people are following. So yeah, that is how matter color works, or that is how the color style works. So later on, I'll teach you how to do effect style. You can see I have effect style for this particular project I'm working on. I have effect style that I can always use. It helps you maintain consistency. The color style, so now we've seen how to do the color style. You use that particular plugin. You don't have to stress yourself. It generates your styles for you. You just go ahead and work with your color anytime you want to use it. Okay, you go ahead and work with your color anytime you want to use it by clicking this particular thing. Don't click on fill. This one that looks like dashboard here, it brings out style. This icon, this dot icon that looks like a box. You click on it. When you click on it, it gives you colors, the colors you've generated, and you just choose from it. Okay, so that is how it works. Now let's install another plugin. So go ahead, let me delete this, I don't need it. So go ahead, go back to this icon, the resources icon, click on it. Let's install a plugin for for icons. Let's install feather icon. Search feather, feather. Yeah, icon. I already have it installed. So I've taught you how to do installation. Go ahead and install this. If you've installed it, tell me now. Let me see. Feather icons. I've shown you how to install it. When you click on it, you see the name. If the name comes out, you click on it. You click on it and it shows you, you see these three. Let me click on this. You see this three button here, this three dotted line here. You click on it and it brings out save for you. Go ahead, save it, then you run it. Okay, so go ahead and install it. I already have it here, so I'll be running it for you to see. If you install it, run it. If you installed it, tell me who has installed it. Are we following? Installed, good. Okay, nice. Nice, run it and see what it looks like. Okay, they call it feather icon because it's actually not thick, it's light. I'll show you another one that is thick. Would actually be using that. So let's run it. Then I'll show you another alternative way for you to see your installed plugins that is very easy. So you can see my screen, you can see all your icons. If you need anyone, if you know name of anyone, let's say I want to search for home, the home icon, look at it, it comes out. Okay. Let's say I want search icon, look at it, it comes out. Let's say I want lock, see it, it comes out. So like that, you can work with it. If you click on it, it brings it to you here. You just have to look for it wherever it is in, look at it, it's here. It's here. You might not see it because it's small. Let's take it to the top here and the plus to increase my screen for you guys. So you see, so you can see, shift, hold shift and drag to increase it. And feather icons work as vectors. And what are vectors? These are icons or strokes that you can actually change the color or edit. Okay, that is what vectors are. So you can change the color of this, you can style it to however you want. Let's say I want this color, you change it to that color. Let's say I want red, I change it to red. So that is how it works. So as the class goes on, I'm going to teach you how to create icon style too, which is also component. Let me show you my part, the component I'm working with for this particular design. You can see I have my buttons component. I have all my buttons created. So all I need to do is just click on the one I want from this assets panel. You can see my assets are there. You can see the button. I'll just carry here, drop wherever I want, and come to this particular place and see all the list of icons and buttons I've created. All the list of buttons are here. So I'll teach you how to do that so you don't have to worry yourself. So if I want icon, because I've already created something like an icon gallery, which is a component, I have nothing to worry about. I just come here, drag my icon. Okay, my system is hanging. Hold on. Okay, I come here, drag my icon, place it wherever I want. Let's say place it wherever I want. This is my icon, and go to the list of icons here, this place. Click on it, and this is all my list of icons I've created. I just have to click and choose anyone I want. It changes. See this one change to male. So let's say I want pen, I change it to pen. and it maintains the size. Let's say I want calendar, it changes to calendar. So I'm going to teach you how to actually create your components. See the icons, see all my icons, see where I keep them inside a frame, a component. So I'm going to show you how to do that as the class goes on. So yeah, that is how you work with icons. Yeah, so let's go ahead. Are you following? Are we following? Hello, my people. Are we following? You should be happy that you now know how to install icons. Be happy. Are we happy? Okay. All right. They say we go rewatch. No wahala, you go rewatch. You go rewatch, no worry. All right, no problem. So let's go ahead and install a ticker icon plugin. So go ahead, go to your resources. You should be fast. You should be faster than me, sir, because you know how to do it now. Type font awesome, FONT awesome. Yeah, front awesome icons. You can see it here. I already have it installed. So install it. Go ahead and run it. Who don't do am? Who don't do am? Done. Okay, go ahead, run it and see how it looks like. So this is what it looks like. You can see sticker. It's sticker. So the same thing with feather icon. You could actually change the color. Click on the one you want. This is it here. Let's bring it to where we can see. Yeah, so let's say I want to change the color of this. Come to fill. Okay, no, not fill. Okay, it's inside a frame. Okay, it always comes inside a frame. So what you need to do is to remove it from the frame it comes inside. Okay, Control Z. Okay, so you can see it's inside this frame, the donate frame. You can see it's inside donate frame. Let me bring it to the top so everybody understands what I'm doing. So you can see it will come like this. It will come as a folder and as a frame, and you can see that frame, it has the name there, and we don't really need that name. We don't want it. So what do we do? You click on the vector itself. The vector itself. Click on the vector itself, not the frame. You drag it to the top, like remove it from that frame. Take it to the top. Okay, see it has gone to the top. Now the donate frame is on its own. Go ahead, press backspace and delete. You've deleted that particular frame, but you still have your vector. That is the vector we need. So when you click on the vector, go to fill. When you go to fill, change it to how whatever color you want. Whatever color you want. You can increase it by holding shift and drag. Okay, hold shift, drag forward, drag backward, anyhow you want it, and it's maintained for you. So how many of us got that? How many of us got that? It showed you run, no place to. Okay, yours isn't in a frame. Good for you. Good for you if it isn't in a frame. But if yours is in a frame, that is how you remove it from a frame, by shifting it from the down to the top and deleting the particular frame. That's shifting the vector itself from down to top and deleting the particular frame. So Adana, you said your plugin is just showing you run, is not showing you download. Remember I told you when you go to the resources, I already have it installed, so it's run. Mine will show me. I already have it saved. But let's say I don't have this one now. This one's awesome icon by icon doc and the rest. I don't have it saved. I've not installed it. So I click on it. After clicking on it, you see either run or you come here. See this thing here, these three dots. It click on it and press save. Okay, if it's saved, that means you have it, so go ahead and run it. Click run. Do you understand now? Do you understand? Please respond. All right, good. Okay, so are we all following? The rest of us, are we following? All right, so I will give you list of things to install. That is your second assignment. Okay, the first assignment is your wireframe, which the deadline to submit is on Saturday. Then I'm giving you list of things to install. You search for them, install them, and you tell me that you finished installing all of them. That is how I will vet your assignment, your second assignment. Okay, so let's go ahead and do the fonts. Now we want to install fonts, okay, so that we're not working with just the fonts in our Figma. Let's go ahead and install some fonts. So this is how you install fonts on your system, not just in Figma, on your system. So go online, go to your Chrome browser, click let's say we want, or we don't know the name of font we want to install. Let's say let me go to Google Fonts, go to Google Fonts. That is where you could get some free fonts to install. So you can go ahead and install some fonts from here, or I'll also give you a list of nice design fonts that you can install. So once I show you how to install these ones, yeah, see Roboto. I already have them installed. So see Roboto, you can install Roboto. Nambla, no, don't install Nambla. See Open Sans, you need Open Sans. Roboto, Open Sans, Montserrat, Lato, Substance Pro, Poppins. Poppins is my favorite font. I love Poppins. See Poppins, you can go ahead and install Poppins. Okay, I don't have this one, so let me use it to show you how to install. So I'm clicking on it. I clicked on it, and I'll go ahead and download family. Once I click download family, it should go ahead and download for me. So see, it's downloading. Okay, see here, look down. It's downloading here as a zipped file. So once it downloads, you go on ahead and extract. Open your file folder, your file, and click on downloads, and you see it's downloaded for you there. Okay, so this is it. You right click everyone, right click on that particular file you want to extract. Go ahead, extract files. So it's going to extract, and is the folder you actually want. Are we following? Are we following? Hello, can you hear me? When I talk now, now they follow. Okay, nice, nice. Okay, good. All right. So right click and extract files. Okay, you click on OK and it extracts for you. If you don't have a file extractor, you can go ahead and download WinZip, WinZip. Go ahead and download WinZip file extractor and install it. You should know how to install. So yeah, so this is the folder. I double click on it and it see the font. You can see the font. It will show you true type font family. That's how you know that is the particular font. So I'll right click on it, right click on that particular font, and you see install. Go ahead and install it, and you have it installed for you. So now let's check if it's installed. The name is Oswald. So I'm going to Figma. Let's say I want to type something. What okay, this. Now click on text and let's say I want to type and use that particular font here. So you come here. This is Poppins, but let's say I want that also. Let me check if it's downloaded. OS. So you can see it. It's showing that it's downloaded. It's there. It's there for me. So let me type something. Let me type something. Good evening. So yeah, let me increase it so you see. So you can see the Oswald is actually a very sweet font. See, it looks nice. Even helps you manage your space. So yeah, this is it. This is it. So go ahead and download font. So if we now understand how to download fonts, please tell me, understand do you understand how to download and install fonts? Hello, are we there? Good. I want to see other people, others. Are we there? Did we understand it? Okay, nice. Okay, thank you. I'm happy you understand it. So, okay, so the list of things I'll be sending to you, okay? Names of fonts to install, names of plugins to install. Those two things, you install all of them on the list, and tell me you've installed it, okay? Um, let's install one last one that will be very sweet before we end the class for today. I told you the class was going to last 1 hour. So let's go back to our resources and type icons 8. I love icons 8 a lot. I've said it in this class how many times. So icons 8 have a plugin that instead of you going to the site to download, you could just easily use. So go ahead, install icons 8. Mine is installed, so I'm running it. If you install it, go ahead and run it. So icons 8 has plugin, it has icons 8 has pictures, and it also has illustrations. Yeah, so it has pictures, icons, and illustrations that you can work with. It's a really powerful tool that is very nice for designers. So you can see it has icons, photos, and illustrations. So these are the icons. You could go ahead and type icons 8. Actually, the icons work more or less like a picture. So you can't change the color. It's not a vector. The icons is not a vector, is a picture. So you can't change the color in Figma, but you can't change the color when you've imported into your workspace. You can change the color on their plugin here before you import to your workspace. So let's say I want to work with green. What I'm working on is green color. So I come here, change to green, and you see everything here will change to green. Everything here will change to green. It's changing to green. Okay, so you go ahead and choose the ones you want. Let's say, okay, I don't want green, I want blue. Come here, you change it to blue, and everything will change to blue. So that is how you customize on icons 8. Okay. Okay, you can also customize the size. These are the sizes available. Then you can choose if you want PNG or SVG, but you can only use SVG if that's SVG. For SVG now is a vector, okay? Scalable vector, yeah, something, I don't know. Yeah, but for SVG, when you use SVG, you can change it like we changed that feather icons. You can change the color here in Figma. You can, when you import it, you can change the color here in Figma. But PNG is picture. So for SVG you have to pay. You have to have a paid account. Okay. So these are all the types of icons they have. So you could change to anyone you want. This is 3D fluency. When you change it, you have 3D. You can see them. You have 3D icons. 3D icons. Then you could change to this. Okay, this one says server error. You could use all, and it gives you everything. It gives you everything. I think their server is having error, or maybe it's network. I don't know, but it gives you everything though. Then for photos, this is photo. Let's say you're designing and you need a particular photo. Okay, I think, okay, yeah. So you come here and you see all the photos available. You could go ahead and search. Let's say I want to search for office photo. I go ahead, search for office, and it's loading. You can see it came out. Office photos came out. So this is how you use icons. It's then the sweetest part, the illustration. I love using the illustrations because they have 3D illustrations. So you can choose any illustration you want. Let's say I want 3D casual life, and always go for the PNG, not the PNG dollar. You can see the dollar sign. That means you have to pay for it. So let's say I want this girl. I click on the PNG and boom, it's inside my Figma file. Let's wait for it to load. It's loading. So these are all the illustrations they have. They have a lot of illustrations that look really nice. So this is it. So this is it. Yeah, so that is how to use icons 8. So okay, I said icons 8 was going to be the last one, but there's one sweet one I want to show you. So let's also install Unsplash. Unsplash is an image website that you could go and download different images from. So go ahead, type Unsplash. Look at it here. Unsplash. So go ahead, install it, and let's run it. So let me show you a simpler way to see your installed plugins. You right click on any particular place, but now I want to use Unsplash. So I'm going to do this, either a circle or a rectangle. Let's try it and see. So you might be wondering how I let me show you something. You might be wondering how we got these images inside this circle. Okay, how we got these images inside this circle. Unsplash does it for you, and I'm going to show you that. So I'm using a rectangle to show you. Where is that thing? Okay, this is it. So this is how you see your installed plugins easily. You right click. So I want to put the image inside this particular box. That is why this box is highlighted. I click on the box and it's highlighted. So you right click. When you right click, you have all these options coming out for you. You see plugins here. If you click plugins, you see this. You see all the recent plugins you've used. We've used icons 8, font awesome, and feather icon, blah blah blah, and the rest. So you can decide to run last plugin. The last plugin we used was icon 8. If I click on this, is icons 8 that will open. So your saved plugins, these are all my saved plugins. So you can see these are all my saved plugins here. I can decide to click on any one and use. So right now I want to actually use Unsplash. So I click on Unsplash and it runs. So that is another alternative way to see your downloaded plugins. I don't like coming here every time. It's only when I want to install I come here. So if I want to use my plugins as I'm walking at the go, I just right click and it comes out. So now I want to add an image to this box. So highlight the box, click, right click and choose Unsplash from your plugin. So let's say I want a food to be inside there, or any image you want to be inside your box, you go ahead and click it and it enters there. Good. So now that has worked. So you can see it's inside there. It's inside that particular box. This thing they make person hungry, sha. But it's inside that particular box. You can see, right? So are we following? Did you get that? Did you get that? Good. Who else? Thelma, did you get that? Ifoma, did you get that? Adana. Okay. Nice. All right. All right. So I'm going to send you the list of the icons and is it fonts? Yeah, fonts to install, the plugins and fonts to install. So this is where our class will end for today. I hope you enjoyed the class, my people. So yeah, our next class will be on Monday, so be ready. But everyone, please turn in your wireframe assignment by before Saturday. On Saturday, Saturday is the deadline. Then this installation, you should also do it before that Saturday, because installation is not something that takes much time. Okay, so I'll make the video available on the YouTube channel and I'll send the link. Please, you people should like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. All of you. Please, please, I am begging you. I am not proud. Okay. All right. So, good night, everyone. Good night. Good night. I want to see your reviews for this class. Okay. I want to see it. So, I'll be motivated to do more for you. All right. Good night. Yeah. Sleep well. I'll be ending the class now. you can you can log off.